Hello everyone, I'm Meteorologist Charlie Ironmonger. Thank you so much for joining me today for your noon news and weather update from the First Alert Desk. And we've got news out of Craven County where deputies have been highlighting a recent drug raid that netted an arrest. Now the Tri-County Task Force raided a home on Sand Ridge Road just outside of Bridgeton yesterday. Now, deputies say they seized fentanyl, cocaine, and marijuana in the raid. Jody Sinclair, who lived at the home, was charged with felony possession with intent to manufacture, sell, and deliver fentanyl, felony possession with intent to sell and deliver cocaine, felony possession with intent to sell and deliver marijuana, felony possession of fentanyl, felony possession of cocaine, and felony maintaining a dwelling for keeping and selling controlled substances. Now, the 42-year-old woman is being held without bond. The task force includes the Craven County Sheriff's Office, Carteret County Sheriff's Office, the Pamlico County Sheriff's Office, and the State Bureau of Investigation. Now, we also, of course, with the holiday season upon us, we need to talk a little bit more about travel, particularly with the real IDs, as TSA is now saying that they will start enforcing penalties on those who do not have those real IDs by, I believe the upcoming date is going to be in February. NBC's Tom Costello has more on the latest.
All right.
20 years after Congress passed the Real ID law and 7 months after Real IDs were required at airports, the TSA says time is up.
You're good to go.
Starting on February 1st, if you don't have a Real ID, the TSA says a temporary pass at the airport will cost you $45 to fly domestically. That new non-refundable fee more than double the $18 payment the TSA recently announced, designed to cover additional technology and security costs.
We want to make sure that we know who is traveling, and we are exercising all options to make sure that the system is safe.
The TSA says the fee can be paid in advance, online, or in person at the airport, and will be valid for just 10 days if you're flying and don't have a Real ID. After that, travelers will have to pay yet again. All of it leading to enhanced security screening and some delays.
This process could take anywhere from 10 to 30 minutes.
Congress first approved stricter standards for issuing IDs back in 2005, based on recommendations from the 9/11 Commission. But implementation of Real IDs was delayed for years until last May.
That golden star is key.
Leading to a last-minute scramble, long lines, and scarce appointments at DMVs nationwide. Now the TSA says more than 94% of passengers are already using Real IDs or other acceptable forms of ID, like a passport or military ID. If you don't have one now, you've got 2 months until the new fee takes effect.
Travelers who haven't traveled in quite a while or haven't been able to get their ID upgraded to the Real ID compliant form are likely going to feel the burden of this $45 cost.
And again, that was Tom Costello reporting. We now want to turn to your weather forecast. It is a gray and dreary day here in eastern North Carolina. We've got another round of some heavier showers that are going to be pushing their way through eastern North Carolina over the next 3, possibly 4 hours. But after that, once we get to around 4 p.m., we'll really start to see a lot of these rain showers and kind of moderate to heavy downpours at times break apart and kind of just break down, really. We're going to be seeing a reduction in the amount of rain coming down later on this evening. Tomorrow is going to be a completely sunny and dry, well, not completely sunny. It'll be a completely dry day and a mostly sunny day. There will certainly be a few clouds around. Right now, this is what we've got across the state. Raleigh still again seeing some light rain showers. Those will be with us coming up around 3, 4, and 5 p.m. later on today. Let's zoom the picture in, though, on exactly what is coming down across eastern North Carolina. Currently, Onslow County is seeing the heaviest rain. And that's from Richlands all the way to the water. It is just soaking rain right now over Onslow County. Would not shock me if we had maybe a few spots start to mention with some ponding on the roads. Now, These raindrops, again, are expected to decrease later on today. This is a picture by 3 p.m. The heaviest stuff at this point, again, moving off the coast, and that leaves us with some broken, light, scattered showers for the rest of your Tuesday afternoon to Tuesday evening. Again, that's once we get to around 4 p.m. And then Wednesday, coastal cloud cover will be a possibility, but rain showers certainly not in the cards. It is going to be a sunny and dry day, but it will be a chilly, some may even want to call it a cold day. It is not going to be warm. That much is certain. We'll see more of a north to northwesterly wind coming up for tomorrow, and that will help drive air temperatures down. Now, air temperatures right now still below our seasonal average before we get those stronger northwesterly winds, but currently looking at around 51 degrees in Washington, southwesterly breeze at about 5 miles an hour. Dew points up in the upper 40s, which is doing a wonderful job of helping the rain showers continue on this afternoon. Right now feeling a bit of a wind chill, but not much. 48 degrees right now in Grifton, feels more like 46 degrees. Now air temperatures, this has been the problem. I want to show you guys hourly forecasts of what to expect through the day. The problem is that air temperatures vary widely across eastern North Carolina. We have a 28 degree spread of temps from really Roanoke Rapids to Cape Hatteras. Nearly 30 degrees there. That is something that whenever we give you okay, so 2 p.m. it should be 53, 54 degrees. That's going to be very difficult to do today because of this temperature spread. So it's all going to be based around where you are located. If you've been watching from the Outer Banks, you've noticed that you're seeing more of a southerly breeze, and that southerly wind is bringing in more heat, keeping you a little bit warmer than your inland neighbors. But everyone is going to be cooling down as we head from today into tomorrow. For the rest of this afternoon, air temperatures will start to drop into the upper 40s across the board by the time we get to around 5 p.m. By 7, most of us are going to be sitting in the mid 40s to low 40s, and everyone going to be dropping into the 30s as we head into tomorrow morning. Inland areas, though, we're going to be falling into the low 30s. Could see a freeze as we kick off the day tomorrow. Wednesday is going to be a cold one, especially to start. 32 degrees at 7, turns to 37 degrees by 9, 44 at 11, 48 by noon, and we'll likely see our temps top out in the upper 40s, around 48, 49 degrees between noon to around 4 p.m. Overall, not a toasty day, but we've certainly experienced colder conditions across eastern North Carolina, and likely we're going to be seeing some of those colder conditions coming up next week. Take a look at Monday, 46 degrees with overnight lows Sunday night into Monday at 32 degrees, but Monday night into Tuesday morning, 26 degrees. December is here, folks. Meteorological winter started yesterday, and we are feeling more and more like it as we make our way through the first full week of December. Well, that's all we have time for today's noon news and weather update from the First Alert Desk. I want to thank you all so much for joining me. We'll be back with more news and weather coming up at the top of the hour. Until then, have a fantastic rest of your Tuesday.